Warehouse Project 2024, is it worth it? The artists, the vibe, even the toilets. Let's take a look. So let's have a quick zoom through all the things that I saw. You don't need to queue for that long. It depends what time you get there, obviously. We headed straight up to the roof, which I hadn't seen before. We wanted to catch Paula Tape, who was on at the waiting room. Now, this kind of area is normally used for the cinema over the summer, but obviously now, here's Paula Tape smashing it, getting people really in the party spirit. It was a really good vibe upstairs on the roof. Never seen it before, so a welcome addition for me. This was great. So the Habitat crew took over the roof stage and literally blew the roof off. Great blend of like dance hall, Afrobeat. It was a real vibe. I went up here at least 2 or 3 times the night. It was great, really where the party was at. And also, same area, just to the side, was the record fair. And this was really good. We were a bit late to the party on this one because they packed up. So after a good soak up of that vibe, we headed back downstairs. We could hear the rumble from above. And here's top tip number 1, watch your ears. This came on at least 2 or 3 times over the evening. Loud environment, over 90 decibels. So we went down to check out who was on in the archive. Now the archive's kind of one of the main 3 areas of the Warehouse Project. Very reminiscent of the original Store Street venue. A little bit smaller, but you've got the arches, and it's a real good vibe. I've seen like Naya Archives play here, Sherelle, Marshall Jefferson, all kinds of people, and you can always get in as well from each side. Next, we're over at the Concourse. So the Concourse is kind of the second largest of the stages. When you first go in, it's probably the first thing you'll see. And this is Desiree, absolutely smashing it, taking kind of melodies and tracks you'd know from the past, but giving it her really re-groove and re-beefing. The Concourse, you can either get in the crowd there, or you can just go on the side where I was at the beginning there. I'll let you listen to this build up here. Obviously my iPhone microphone doesn't do it justice, but here's an idea of what it's like if you're there. So just to the side of the Concourse is the plant room, which by day is part of Freight Island. We went here for a bit of a chill out, but as you can see, it's still pretty lively. We met some great people outside. And then to the other side, this is kind of like where people go for some air or smoke or whatever. And this is just a great place to hang. Had some great conversations out here as well. So over to the depot, which is the main area. And this is huge. At this point here, it's about 8 o'clock. Sofia Kourtesis is on. You can see people like Sil sat down, chilling out a little bit. And in stark contrast, I'll switch to when just before Jungle came on in the evening. And at this point, I was on the balcony. You do need a VIP wristband to go on the balcony. But you can see this is just before they came on. And just before I show you what it was like, one mention, tip number 2, the toilets. Now this is as good as it gets. Running taps, relatively clean, hand towels, the lot. So to use these toilets, you're going to need that VIP wristband again. It's a warehouse, the rest are Portaloos. I ain't showing you them. Back on that balcony, this was pretty much like the main event. It's about 10:30 I think right now at this time. Jungle are about to start up. And you can see the magnitude of the whole place there. I'd actually seen them a few weeks earlier over summer at Castlefield Bowl in Manchester. So I was kind of keen to explore the rest and see what else was going on. But have a quick listen to the opening. So I went back over to the archive where the real ravers were at. Pretty much this is what the Warehouse Project was like back in the day. And finally, upstairs at the Star and Garter, it was the takeover by Crop Radio. It gets really busy up here, but thankfully people coming in and out all the time. The question is now, Warehouse Project 2024, was it worth it? If you want to be in one place for one ticket price and see established DJs and also some great up-and-coming acts and DJs, then yes, the Warehouse Project is definitely for you. If you don't like big queues, lots of people in one place, not the best toilets in the world, but not the worst, then, you know, maybe you'll have to think about it. The key to having a good night at the Warehouse Project is obviously look at the listings. I mean, if you're watching this in the first place, you must be into dance music and all the different kinds of genres. So pick a name that you know, look at the associated artists, do your research, basically. I'm pretty confident that you'll land on a vibe. There's definitely something for everyone within reason. Do you know what I mean? If you're like into heavy metal or something, you might not like it. But on the whole, I'd say it's a great place. People travel from all over the UK to go. I mean, obviously I am in Manchester and it's kind of on the doorstep. At the time of recording this, there's still plenty of nights left at the Warehouse Project. I'll put the calendar below so you can link through to the website and check it out for yourself. I hope you found some of that useful. Do let me know in the comments. Also, do subscribe if you want to see some of the other things that I get up to on this channel. I'm interviewing artists, looking at venues, and just general kind of talking about music stuff. Any ideas and suggestions for future reviews, features, artists or venues, the form is just below there, and do let me know. And if you see me out and about, do say hi.